Okay guys, we're going to do a quick experienced, I should say, review of the Saddlemen Saddlemen seat on my Street Bob. I'm going to flick it on to the DSLR camera so you guys can get a better view, but you can still listen to me while we talk. So if I go over to that now, this is the Saddlemen. It's a step up. It's the TS tuck and roll, and I've customized it to have the diamond stitching on the rear. Now, as you can see, it actually fits better than the stock seat. The stock seat finishes about here, and you can see all this sort of these little nubbins and stuff in there, and which I really like, that this seat's actually better than the stock seat, which is kind of what you want, I guess. But it's just really well made, high quality. I don't think it's leather, but whatever it's made out of, it has not worn at all, and I've sat on this thing quite a bit now. It's very comfortable, and this is firm but squidgy at the same time, but this is why I bought it. This is the main reason. This step up here, when you're sat on this bike now, your ass is so pushed into this that you're not flying off the back. You are not flying off the back. So we'll just do a little sweep of the bike while we're here, just so you can have a little look before I get on the road, because once I'm on the road you don't get to actually see my bike, and I know a fair few of you, thankfully, like the look of my bike. There's the old Night Dragons there on there now. A review of them coming up shortly. And then, oh, look at that engine. Such a beautiful engine. Sorry if I sound a bit out of breath here, guys. It's always hard talking and walking with a helmet on, but when you're on the road, it seems to just stop. Anyway, let's get to it, and we will get out on the road. So guys, I'm doing a second review of this bike, of this seat, just because a lot of people keep asking me about this seat, and I don't really think my first video does it justice enough, because really it was a first impressions video, that one. I've now had this bike, this seat on my bike for a good 8-9 months now. What's this guy doing? And so I kind of know what it's all about. From the little snippet before, you can see what it looks like, and you know, you kind of get the gist of what it's all about. But let's just do a quick review on some of the stuff I didn't tell you about, or just go over it again. So apologies guys if you are an old veteran of this channel and you have to put up with another review of this, but I know a lot of you newbies out there are asking for this, so I thought I would just oblige. So let's get started. Saddlemen seats, they are handmade, and they are made very, very well. Real quality. As soon as I got it out of the box, you could just tell it was made with care, and it was made with quality parts. And it fits this bike like a dream. I was pretty surprised of how well it fits, considering at the time this bike was a brand new bike. You know, it had only been out a few months really, and you know, so they didn't really have much to work on, I guess, but whatever, it fits well. And yeah, it's sort of got some padding on the bottom so it doesn't mess up and scratch up all your bike and everything like that, or your rear fender and that. But let's talk about comfort to start with, because really that is the main kind of reason you buy a new seat, I guess. And I was quite shocked when I first sat on this seat from the stock seat that it felt a lot firmer. It has softened up, it definitely has softened up, but I still think it's firmer than the stock seat, the normal seat. And really that must have to do with the fact that the stock seat is just basically a load of foam wrapped in fake leather, whatever it is, you know. Whereas this has gel technology. I forget what Saddlemen call it, but it's some sort of gel technology. And it basically, they put the foam down and then they put this gel on top, and that sort of cushions all the sort of vibrations and bumps better than just a bit of foam does. And it's not gonna over time sort of sink down, which the old seats will do. You know, I can sit on this seat a million times and it'll still look the same pretty much as the day I bought it. So it is firmer, but I will say it is more comfortable, and that kind of contradicts each other, I know, but it is more comfortable, especially on longer rides. With that back support, it really does help support your back. And you know, I don't have to worry anymore about getting on this bike and having a bad back, which I did. I know within three or four rides when I first bought this bike, my back was killing me, and I couldn't understand why. And you know, people say get a new seat, you know, and all that. So I did, and honestly now my back does not hurt at all. I've ridden this bike for hours and hours and hours, and there's nothing at all wrong with it. It is slightly higher. I can't remember now. I think it's about half an inch to an inch higher than the stock seat, which again feels a bit strange at first, but actually that helps with that sort of back support because you're sort of set up a little bit more upright. And you know, if you're a taller guy, you know, 6 foot and above, that stock seat is going to really get you hunched up. But with this seat, you're sort of sat up just a little bit more upright, and it is going to help massively. It really is, especially if you've got mid controls. With the forwards, you know, I've got the bars on now, but you know, I can lean back. It's like almost having like a sofa, you know. I've got like a backrest, I can lean back, so you know, if I'm on the highway I can really sort of lean with those highway pegs, which you can't do with that stock seat. I mean, you can, but it's not as safe, shall we say. The pillion seat is actually quite comfy. Now again, it's not really designed for really long distance sort of riding, the pillion part of it, but it is very soft. I'm not sure if it has that gel in it or not. I'm not 100% sure, but from experience from guys I've had on the back, they've said that it's comfy, but I wouldn't want to go much more than, you know, half an hour on it, which is fair enough really. I mean, I guess this seat is not really designed as a pillion. It's got pillion capability, but it's only for really up and down the road bar hopping, that sort of thing, you know. And it's fine for that. You know, there is some stability there, there's some softness there, it's comfortable enough. So yeah, you know, if you are thinking about it like on those terms, that's my sort of view on it anyway. So let's talk about the price and the company itself. So like delivery and all that sort of stuff. So if you're from the US, you know, you just go online, check out the price, you get it posted to you, you're all set. But if you're from the UK, this seat does cost quite a bit of money. It's all to do with the customs tax, the duty tax that we have to pay on top of the you know, the normal sort of price plus the postage. So I'm not going to go into exactly how much I paid for this seat. You can kind of work it out for yourself if you go online, but basically what you need to do is go online and check out which seat you want. Then on the Saddlemen seat, on the Saddlemen website, get the one that you want, put it in your basket, add $100 to $120 postage if you are outside of the US and you are from Europe, for example. And then basically you'll get a number around, say $500. Just say it's $500. Pretty much all you do if you're trying to figure out all the customs tax and all that sort of stuff and you're from the UK is turn that dollar sign into a pound sign, and that's pretty much what you'll be paying in pounds. Is it worth it every penny? In my opinion, yes it is. For my style of riding and for what I want out of this bike, 100% it's worth it. It's literally, other than the Stage 2, it is the best thing I've bought on this bike. You know, bang for buck, it really is. It's it just gives you so much comfort and confidence, and I can't highly recommend this seat enough. It really is worth every penny. Even if you're from the States, guys, go and get yourself a Saddlemen seat. Now obviously there are other seats out there available that are very similar to this Saddlemen, but I am ridden on one of those, so I can't really tell you anything about them. Go and buy one and try it out for yourself, I suppose. They are expensive, but they are handmade. They're very quick turnaround. I think I waited about 3 weeks, which is really quick considering it come from the States. And if you're thinking about customizing it, so like stitching, different color stitching, different color you know, leather or whatever you want, they just email them and ask them what you want, and they will tell you how much it's going to cost. For me to get the diamond stitch on the back, because that doesn't come with the TS just has a plain stitch, for them to put that on was an extra $25, which works out about, I don't know, what, 10-15 quid, so totally worth it. Coloured stitching, all that sort of stuff, again, you're looking at about 10 quid, $25, whatever. So worth thinking about. So guys, I'm going to leave it there. It's starting to rain, and it's such a shame it started to rain, but there you go. This is England, so what can I say? But yeah, I hope it's been interesting, guys. If you're new to the channel and you're interested in street bob stuff, please check out the rest of my videos. I got loads of stuff on this bike, and you know, if you're new to the channel, give me a like and a subscribe, and if you're old to the channel, give me a like as well, because that's much appreciated. Leave your comments below, and I'll catch you next time. Street Bobber Vlogger, woo!